Stop waiting for your twin flame to complete you. My name is Gabriel. I'm a twin flame coach, and I help people come into harmonious union with their twin flame. This is one of the major things that I see people doing that keep them from being in union with their twin flame. They're constantly looking outside of themselves for their twin flame to validate them, to make a move, to tell them that they love them, to do their inner work, and not actually doing the right things. And I've been there. I have also tried to seek validation from my twin flame and for others of love and affection and of worthiness. And those things keep you stuck. Your twin flame union is always going to be built on a foundation of self love, real self love. It looks different than I think we're taught. It looks different than just basics of taking care of yourself. Maybe you are really good at giving yourself spa days and you're really good at treating yourself. But there's a deeper level of loving yourself and your soul and really honoring yourself as a spiritual being that can't be overlooked. It can be really subtle. I know in my case, for the longest time, I had a lot of trouble looking within for that. And there were lots of layers to looking for validation. I even still move through it to some degree. I want that person to acknowledge me, or I want validation that what I'm feeling and thinking and doing is correct. And while you can have spiritual teachers and guides and coaches and gurus, you can have all of that. There is a certain degree of validating yourself and giving yourself the love and attention and giving yourself really what you need that is required to have that foundation of love that your union is built on. It works so much differently than any other uh, relationship that you may have been in your life with your family and your friends and even like soulmates or karmic partners. That is not going to be the same level of a mirror that your twin flame is. Your twin flame is gonna show you your relationship with you and your relationship with love. And if you have blocked out parts of yourself, you've numbed out to certain areas of your life where it actually feels really bad, but you've distracted yourself with doom scrolling or some other way of numbing out to things, it may feel like first, well, where am I doing this? But it's really just choosing to love yourself, and that will help you. Seeking validation and seeking love from outside of yourself is going to keep you seeking that validation. What I've found as I've been healing that pattern is that there's this voice, which is ego, that tells you, oh, you need someone else outside of you. You need your twin flame to validate that they love you before it is worth it to move forward. Or you need someone to tell you that you're worthy of love before you can feel worthy of love. And that is not true. You are a child of love, you are a child of God, and so you are naturally worthy of love. And what I found is when people would tell me, you're worthy of love, we love you, maybe it felt good for like 2 seconds, and then ultimately how I felt about myself overtook that. And my twin flame was not having any of that. She was just like, no, this is not good. I can't be around this. And it could seem cruel that your twin flame would abandon you in this space, but they're really just showing you where you have abandoned yourself, and they can't help that. That's their job. You trigger things within them to help them heal. And just because maybe you are the one doing the inner work right now, you're the one aware of the journey consciously, doesn't mean that they aren't playing their part in your awakening and your healing. They are healing with you, they are awakening with you, and they just have a different role to play right now. The thing about twin flames is that they're never going to be fooled by what you want them to see. They're only going to respond to where you actually are. And so if you're loving yourself just because you think you can get something from them, you're never going to have the results that you want to see. And it doesn't matter how long it's been. I saw someone the other day that was like, I haven't had any success with my twin flame. It's been 5 or 6 years and I'm still in the same place I was. And my response to them was like, what are you healing for? Because if you are healing to get a result, you're healing so that they will love you. That's not actually loving yourself. That's not actually healing and going to the places that you need to give yourself love. You're like using yourself. I'm just gonna love you until my twin flame shows up. And that's not loving at all. The purpose of your twin flame journey and the purpose of you doing the healing is so that you will have a deeper relationship with love and a deeper relationship with yourself. Coming into a state of self love at the core is how you're going to manifest and keep your union. And that can't be faked. You can't pretend to do it and then get the results. And I know from my own experience of even if you try to manifest your twin flame as quickly as possible and you just burn yourself out in inner work and maybe you control your way into union, if you don't have that foundation of self-love for yourself, your twin flame's going to show you that real quick. They're going to show you all these places where you've cheated yourself out of love and have maybe either been abusing yourself to get there or have been hot and cold with love for yourself. And that's really uncomfortable when you experience it from your twin flame. You don't want to experience that from your twin flame because, again, you build resentment for your twin flame and it sets you back. And it can be easy to say, well, fine, I just give up. I want to find a soulmate. And sure, you can do that. You can make that choice if that's what you choose to do. But ultimately, you're giving up on yourself because your twin flame is you. They're meant to be with you. You're meant to be with yourself. And what you're doing is throwing in the towel on you. And that doesn't help you move forward. That keeps you stuck where you are. And you still have that mountain of things that you just shoved in the closet and said, I'll tackle that in my next lifetime. It's still going to be there. It's still in your consciousness. And you have to address it and really bring love to all those places in order to see the fruits of your labor, in order to see your twin flame come closer to you. And you don't lose by doing that. The only thing that you lose is your ego. The only thing you lose are the patterns that have been keeping you stuck. And what you gain in return is not only your twin flame, that's just like a bonus. You get your self love, self respect, you get your divine power, and you also just get a deeper sense of self that I think all of us are really looking for, even if we're numbed out to that desire. I didn't have a sense of higher self when I started this journey. I'm a mammal, I was born, I have a pointless existence, I live, I eat, I work, I die. And that was really bleak existence for me, and it brought me a lot of depression and sadness and wounds to heal. But ultimately, as I've chosen to heal and go deeper into giving myself self love in that space, my life has radically transformed and I feel better. And there are days that it's still challenging. There are days that it's like, oh, I wish I could just give up and settle and just have an easy life. And I've been there. But ultimately, it's not satisfying to me. And I know that if you're watching this video, it's not satisfying to you either to just give up on yourself. And so, if you're ready to take those steps to heal your wounds, heal your patterns, give yourself that real sense of self love so that you can not only be yourself, but also have your harmonious union, visit the link below, sign up for a discovery call, and we'll get you set up with your next steps to really claim your journey and take command so that you can feel good and strong and powerful and aligned with love. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.